I ain't never seen a nigga eat a horse head. Hey, he made sure that the horse was dead. I ain't never seen a nigga eat a horse head. Shit, make sure that the horse dead. I ain't never seen a nigga brush a horse teeth. Why the fuck is you brushing on the horse teeth? How the fuck you gonna clean off a horse head? Then turn around, then cook the horse head. This nigga really from the struggle, look at his hairline. This nigga really from the struggle, look at his hairline. All the motherfucking coats sandal hairline. You got a coat and some sandals on hairline. The back of that coat got blew up in a bomb. I don't give a fuck, nigga, call your mom. What you about to do? You about to put it in the water tonight. Yeah, put it in the water tonight. Add a little
bit of doo-doo and some beans on it, and then add a little bit of fucking new intro on it. Son, chilling with the Abels? No, killing with the Abels.
You get a new intro when you stop being half an hour late to the show.
Oh, really? Well, that's a half hour more that you had to work on the intro. So how about that, motherfucker? Horsehead for life.
Actually, I can't render an intro while I'm running vMix in the background too, Chris. How good do you think this is? My old GPU.
What episode is this, Sean? Episode what? 194th?
114, Chris.
Oh, so you haven't had 113 episodes before this to render a new fucking intro, have you? Boom.
No, of course I haven't.
Yeah, okay. Well, why don't you try this, Sean? Get a motherboard and then fucking get us a new intro.
Okay, so I haven't told you about this yet, but Nue got back to me and said, hey, by the way, we declined you.
Well, guess what?
So I ain't getting a new motherboard, I guess. I gotta save up for another motherboard, spend another $300.
Okay, well, Fat Pig just said you drunk hilljack. Boom, roasted to cow. That's on you.
I just want a new
Sonny,
computer.
Still waiting for a 2070, and it sounds great. No egg. That's what happens when you try to buy a computer through an egg, dummy. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. And now he's gone radio silence. And RBOQ's just said, take $300 from your dad, dummy. Earl of Lemongrass said, Sean, nobody cares about your irrelevant computer part.
Look, call it irrelevant all you want.
I fucking agree. Now he pipes up.
You call it irrelevant. Yeah, of course I come back for this, Chris. I will defend myself. It's not irrelevant because I need it for the shows so I can actually do new shit.
Son, put new eggs on the murder board because they killed your computer. To cow.
True, yeah. They did really fuck it up.
And put yourself on the murder board for jumping in and saying, you're a dummy, number one. There you go, Shondo. Now we're back to the show, okay? So we had a fucking dope-ass show planned for you guys tonight. We had a dope-ass killer planned for you. But John's motherboard fucked that up, didn't it?
Killer?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I thought we had a killer tonight.
I just sent him a killer.
Who's the killer?
Carl Watts.
Well, I thought that we were fucking gonna round table this shit.
Okay, then bring somebody up.
No, let's talk about the Carl Watts. Okay, so who is this killer tonight? RBOQ wants to know. RBOQ, it's gonna be Carl Watts and some of our favorite killers because we're gonna round board this. And so there you go. This for Fat Pigs. If you can't call it, if we can't call it, forgive it to Cal, Sean. So, Sean, call up new eggs and say to Cal. And then you get a new motherboard, dummy. Right? Right, Bill?
I guess.
I mean, that's all.
I'll try it.
New eggs. That's where he bought it from. That dummy bought a computer from New Eggs. And when he got it, it was crap. It was short a dozen. I'm the killer tonight. We should cover Earls of Lemongrass. Look it up.
No.
Yeah. Okay, let's not. So, Sean, just get a sister board instead of a motherboard, dummy. Okay, AA, yeah, I've been drinking. Uh-oh, Sean, put Attack on Timmy's on the murder boards. Sean stole the knife tonight because he jumped in first. Then Neweggs jumped in and stole Sean's motherboard. So that's our second hot ass graphic on this dope ass fucking computer. And then Timmy jumps in and steals the bomb. And next is what, Sean? What is the next thing on the murder board?
Oh,
A
duct
toilet?
tape.
Duct tape, and then after that it's 1992, and then it's zip ties. Okay, so I'll just gift you it to you, bro. Merry Christmas. There you go, Sean. You're gonna get new motherboards from Harley's freaking Quinn. So how about that? Instead of Neweggs, you're gonna get a new motherboard, Sean. And my Timmy says, my favorite show, True Crime Team, Chris.
Woohoo! Hell yeah!
Are you doing a breathalyzer? Wrong show, boo. Wrong show. This is a murder show for my lost interest. Okay. What did it say? What did it say? What did it say?
0.07.
That's not wrong.
I didn't say it was.
I was just. Oh my God!
You asked me what it was, and I told you.
Let me try it, and we'll see. Okay. Can I ask the hot chick what it's like to put up with that? Yes. You absolutely can, Fat Pigs. Boo, what's it like to put up with Shawnee's shit?
You mean to put up with you?
No, Fat Pigs is asking what it's like to put up with the producer. Oh! Boom! Uh-huh! Who's less drunker, motherfucker?
0.06 and I have a 0.07?
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
This
hell
is
yeah,
false.
hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's totally false. I'm starting it over.
Okay, you do it.
You know what that means then?
What?
It means you read and I don't.
Okay.
It means you read and I interrupt.
I'm pretty fucking good at reading, so let's go. Earl's of Lemongrass and Timmy's and everybody loves it, okay?
Fine.
And Harley's and freaking Quinn. Okay, well, bring up the killer and let's go. I was going to round table and talk about my favorite killer, which is Albert Fish, and I love him.
Go ahead then.
No, but I'll read this guy. So, Sean, bring up Carl Lewis and let's go. Because he won a gold medal and he's a killer.
What?
0.11. You drunk, girl. You can't drive nowhere. I gotta drive. RBOQ knows. My boy. Maybe it's bad breath, boo. Oh, am I? You blowing bad breath, girl.
I don't think so, MLI.
Let me see that.
No.
Yes, it said 0.11 gingivitis. Oh, the cow.
You're very rude.
Oh my God, not me. MLI is the
You're
one that
very
brought
rude,
it up,
and
man.
I don't even want to deal with you right now.
Let me do it.
No.
Okay, why won't you? Son, put a picture of Carl Lewis up. That's going to be our killer tonight. Carl Lewis, okay? I'm going to read it because homie's tits. It says Florida. All right?
What's FL?
Florida.
Thing's broke.
No, it isn't. Let me see it. 20 seconds. 19, 14, 13. Here we go. All right. We'll see. Space Nerd 0.10. Told you, not broke. Sean, can you please get the name of the killer up on the board? Come on, dog.
I wish
Chris.
I knew it.
Smart fellow.
I sent it to you.
Thank you so much.
Carl Watts.
Yeah, I told you.
Carl, what?
Carl Lewis. Let's go.
I just sent it to you, Shawnee, like 5 minutes ago.
A good
Honestly.
producer would have it up already.
Yeah, but
Florida is
what Carl? Carl Watt.
Well, Lewis, motherfucker. Brendan's here and he's bricked up. Let's go. Brick up to cow. Why you keep doing it? How many homies?
What's FL?
Florida. Do this one.
Excuse me, homie, did you just ask what FL is?
On the breathalyzer.
Wow, I can't. I'm offended. As a Floridian, I'm very offended you'd say that.
Thanks for calling.
Timmy, you have no idea. It's not just twice a week.
What is? Sean's lazy. Exactly. Sean, put
Give me
the
a second!
name of the killer
You
up.
gave it to me during a show. You gotta give me a second to get this shit up. Shit
Alright,
don't just
well,
come out of
you're slow ass
nowhere. I
motherfucking
actually had
motherboard.
to do work to do it.
Wow.
Chris.
Well, your slow ass motherboard, okay?
Yeah,
With,
look. Maybe if you gave me a new motherboard,
You've just been offered a motherboard in the chat, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You're
from
too
a
slow
guest,
to even-
Chris. You're the host of the show. Come on.
Wow. I shouldn't have to supply your mother with anything, motherfucker. Okay, and then my last entrance comes in and says with a feather in his cap. So put that in there, Yankee Dad and Judo. And Dan Collins says happy 4th of July. And so boom. So Sean, put my last interest
Thing's
next
broke.
to the duct tape. It ain't broke. It's right. So put my last interest MLI next to the duct tape for Yankee Doodle Dandies, okay?
Wait, put who next to who?
Put my lost interest next to the duct tape on the murder board for his super chat and put it in feather, and it says with a feather in your cap for Yankee Doodle Dandies, okay?
Sorry, I lost interest. What was going on?
Most producers have things ready to go. Son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, most producers don't get shit during the show, Chris. In the middle of
Okay,
a
most
live
producers-
stream.
Most producers would have the name of our killer ready to go. It's just a bloody fucking board up there. Oh my god.
What's happening?
I
Are you talking
don't-
about Albert Fish or am I reading this guy?
Well, I thought we were covering fucking Carl Lewis, but we don't got a name up there. And our
Look,
fucking
I'm
producer didn't
almost done. Calm the fuck down.
And
Why does Shawnee have to put that up? I read it from here.
but you gotta
Doesn't
put it
matter.
up there, boo, for people that are tuning in.
They can
Okay,
catch up after I start reading when
No.
he gets it up there.
you gotta put it up there. It's like an advertisement.
Well,
He still
Chris
hasn't-
complained about it so long that I
And-
managed to fix it. There we go.
And fucking, he still hasn't put my lost interest on the murder board for a super chant.
He can only do one thing at a time.
Not
he only
really.
has 2 hands.
Oh my god, he is worthless. Oh my god. Carl
Oh.
Lewis ran fast
Oh.
and he's worthless. I'll read it, okay? I'll read it. Give it to me and you can comment. How about that? Let's reverse it. Tonight,
Fine.
I will read it
Yes.
and you throw in all the clever, witty comments.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do it.
I'll do it as soon as Sean puts fucking my lost interest on the murder board for his fucking generous donation and his Rumble chant.
Alrighty.
Okay, so then I'll start it. Until then, I'm gonna protest. Okay, now my lost interest is next to the duct tape. The next super chant gets the fucking 1992s. All right, are you ready to go? It's megawatts. Here we go, boo.
Mhm.
Don't you interrupt me and let me get through this because
No.
this
I'm
is
going to act just like you.
this is
this
gonna
is
be
a role
serious.
reversal.
Let me have those glasses. I need those glasses. All right, here we go. Guys, sit back, crack a cold one, get ready for the 4th of July, which will be here in 10 minutes, okay? And we're about to hear a fucking dope ass story about a fucking super serial killer. He killed 100 plus victims, and he was alive until a while ago, okay? So here we go. Why are these wet?
Because I spilled my drink.
On these? I just put that. Could have warned me. Carl Watts, Eugene, CEW.
Oh my gosh, Carl Lewis?
Yeah,
Remember him?
motherfucker ran fast,
Remember
boo.
that
Dub
clip of
Sunday
him running in
morning
the Olympics
slasher.
in 1984?
And he was an American serial killer. He murdered numerous women and girls between 74 and 82. Watts,
Back with the big bush.
boom, he went with the jungle bush. Exactly. He was fucking murdering those bushes. He was getting Watts.
I'm interrupting you.
I'm just saying,
You
don't
read.
distract
No,
me.
Read.
Okay, well, if you bring up the jungle bushes, what do you think's gonna happen? All right, so then after that, he fucking was the most prophylactic fucking serial killer in the United States history.
Prophylactic, really?
That's
He
what
was
it-
the most condom killer?
No, he was pretty
How
safe.
about prolific?
Okay, I'll go with that. And then he died as a prostitute cancer. Oh my god! While serving 2 sentences, his life imprisonment with parole in Michigan. Took out. Michigan.
This is Levyland.
Michigan. Oh, that's so good.
I'm not entertaining this.
Well, it does. It says it, boo. Look, died of prostitute cancer.
No, Brendan, we're not sure.
Look,
Actually,
what's that say?
he died of prostate cancer?
Prostitute cancer.
Okay, if you're not going to read the right words.
That's what it says, boo.
No,
I didn't write that.
If you're gonna read and do the jokes, then why am I here? If you're not gonna read the right words and you're gonna do the jokes, then I'm
not doing jokes. That's what it. Put these on, and you'll see
I'm
it.
pretty sure
It literally says
prostitute cancer isn't a thing.
It's a fucking thing. If you go out there and you're fucking picking up hoes, you are gonna get prostitute cancer.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Not me. Okay. I'm not the one that's out there picking up 100 prostitutes. You skipped it.
Am I reading or are you reading?
You read it because you're fucking
That's what
mad
I
at me
thought.
for reading the truth.
I figured.
Oh my god,
I knew that wouldn't last.
You're the deep state Dan Collins. He was in Jackson, Michigan. That's where he died. Boom. Is it right? Is it right? Because I know that prison. Oh my god, it is right.
Where?
Jackson, Michigan.
Okay.
Bam. They called him Action Jackson Carl Eugene Watts. Dan Collin knows, Bill. You know where Jackson is, right?
There's some pizza place that Mona wanted us to go to that we never went to.
We drove through there, though, and I was like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. We don't got time to stop because we're on our way back to WB now to count. But Jackson is where it's at. They got a big-ass Myers right there off I-94. To count. Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying, if you're passing through, and you don't want to stop at the prison to see where Carl Lewis died, there's a Meyer right there. Okay? They have a garden section, they have a home section, and a grocery section. What's up, players? TT!
Me and my lost interest have something in common.
What's that?
We both have lost interest.
What do you mean? Wow. Oh my god, you feisty. You get a little cold in you, and then all of a sudden you get feisty. I'm gonna put some NyQuil in you, girl.
Good, please do.
Oh my
right here.
god,
add
please.
it.
I'm
add
taking,
it to that.
I'm taking motherfucking right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Me and the walrus. Let's go.
Good for you.
Woo woo.
How
To
about
count.
it? How about it?
I just did Jackson's Ghetto. I don't either. Huh. Go ahead. Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to let you down. And then I kind of get homie's divorce lawyer asked me for show clips. Takao! Shondo, put my lost interest next to 1992 on the murder board. Takao. So now it's Sean Sharp's new eggs. Attacking Jimmy's my lost interest times 2. Oh, just give him a times 2, actually. Okay? Times 2. Bam. Let's go. RBOQs, see what you cause? Mm-hmm. Oh, RBOQ said that about himself. Spin the wheel. Let's go.
Hey, you like? Sorry. Hell yeah.
I was saying hell yeah to Give Me Bezos for Happy 4th of July's. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Get the glasses up. You're not even reading.
Ah!
You're not even reading.
I was trying to read your mind, girl.
Oh, you want to do that?
I don't know.
No, you don't. Believe me.
You don't know.
No, you do not. Do not want to know what I'm thinking.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I swear, I am going to lose it. I'm going to lose it.
Boo.
I'm getting ready to.
It's okay.
No,
Because guess what?
I'm getting ready to lose it.
Every time I talk
I'm
about...
not kidding.
I know, but every time
Give me those glasses.
Every time I talk about Jackson, Michigan, I lose it too. Lose yourself in the music before you use it. It's Michigan, boo. It's a Michigan thing, okay? So, go. God, stop being so drunk. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
You know, I'm laughing now, but after the show, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, it's
Shit.
it's not gonna be fun.
Time out. I'm getting a call.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. It's Chata.
I swear. I
Chata.
I'm at the end of my rope.
I know. Chata wants to talk to you.
I'm seriously at the end of my rope.
Ooh,
Like,
Chata.
I'm not kidding.
Chata wants
I
to
wish
talk-
I was kidding, but I'm really not.
Okay, Chata wants to talk to you. Okay. Will you hand me a drink?
No.
What the fuck? Bull Dudes is here, boo. Please hand me a drink. You wouldn't like it, homie, when she loses it, cue the Hulk music. Got it.
I hate it.
One time. You think Chris would stay in line because you're hitting way above his average? It's like, how?
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. I thought you were going to tell us about
I'm trying to.
Carl Lewis.
Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
What?
You want me to go smoke while you read?
No, I don't, because we just started the show.
But I'm just saying, if I go smoke, maybe you'll, like, miss me while I'm gone. Like P. Diddy.
Maybe
misses
you'll
his
miss
baby
me.
lotions.
Maybe you'll miss me while you're gone.
Well, so let's try it.
No,
Shake
you
on
won't.
it. Shake on
No,
it.
I'm not. Watts officially confessed to the murders of 13 women, but later claimed he had killed 40 women and also implied that there were more than 80 victims in total. He would not confess outright to having committed these murders, however, because he did not want to be seen as a mass murderer. Police considered Watts a suspect in 90 unsolved murders, and now he is suspected to have killed more than 100.
Damn, were they all in Michigan?
I don't know. He was born on November 7, 1953 to Richard Eugene Watts and Dorothy Mae Young, both natives of Colwood, West Virginia.
What? Where's that at?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Hold on. Let me look that up. Shondo.
What's up?
Okay. Shondo, you're like my Siri. See where, Google what county is Colwood, West Virginia in? What county is Colwood, West Virginia in? Okay? Because that's where this dude was born. And you don't know, the population wasn't controlled. Ow.
Colwood?
Yeah, Colwood. Come on, bro. Hurry up.
Colwood or Colwood?
Colwood, motherfucker.
COAL Wood.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Dan Collins is a fucking genius. I'm
It's
telling you, boo.
It's in
McDowell
County.
Nope. Dude, Dan Collins, I don't even need a Shondo no more. I got a Dan Collins.
Well, maybe if you pronounce it right, it sounded like you're saying Colwood.
Dan Collins. Well, guess what? Dan Collins knew Jackson, Michigan, motherfucker, and Dan Collins knew fucking McDowell County. Guess what? I've been to McDowell County. I've been down there. And guess who else is from there? Steve Harvey. So Steve Harvey
is not from McDowell County.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Shake on it.
Okay.
Okay, time out. If I win, you gotta quit being mad. If
He's
you
not
win,
from there.
you can quit being mad.
No, he is
If
from...
I win...
Hang on. No, be quiet. Be
He-
quiet.
McDowell.
Shut up. No,
McDowell.
he's from a county.
McDowell.
He's from a county that's... The county seat is the same name as the county.
McDowell. Son, Google what county is Steve...
He's from Welch, West Virginia. I did not Google it.
And that's in fucking McDowell County. Son, Bezos wants to know. Google what county is Steve Underwood from?
Who is Steve Underwood?
I don't fucking know
Oh
that.
crap! It is McDowell.
Oh, the cow!
Such a jerk.
I win! I fucking win! I fucking win! So you gotta quit being mad. Cow. Survey says, yep.
Look what I just did.
What'd you do?
It landed right.
I know. Survey says Chris is right. Cow. Oh, you gotta quit being mad.
We were both right. I said he was from Welch. I knew the city, you knew the county. So what?
I said because Dan Collins tipped me off to it. And Dan Collins is my new Siri, boo. Knew about Jackson, knew about McDowell. And boom. So there you go. And I knew Dan Collins is smart as fuck. And 12 a.m. Happy 4th of July. The day homie smiled cat Chris. Who said that? AA. Someone put AA on the fucking murder board, bro. Next to 1992. AA just earned the 92 spot. And you know what happens in 92? 6/26/92. If you've ever been to Jackson, then you know. Check on it. I'm right.
Survey says no.
Survey says we surveyed the top 100.
Knew the city, you knew the county, so we're even.
No. I said Carl Watts grew up next to Steve Harvey.
You called him Carl Lewis, so
His middle name's Lewis, boo.
it isn't. It's
Yes,
Eugene.
Haven't you ever? Did you not see that motherfucking show in the late 80s, 90s? Carl Lewis Can't Lose. Huh?
I have no interest in that.
That show, Carl Lewis Can't Lose? There was a guy in that show, Kubiak, that was like a bully. It was Carl Lewis Can't Lose. Don't get mad at me for saying the facts. Okay. Winner,
Watts'
winner, chicken
father
dinner.
Was a private first class in the United States Army, and his mother was a kindergarten art teacher. In 1942, before Watts was born, his father was transferred to Fort Hood, now Fort Cavazos.
I know where that's at.
Okay, where?
Uncle Dave lived there.
Where was it?
Fort Hood.
Where?
It's right next to
I know where because it tells me.
Maryland.
No.
North Carolina.
No. Not even close.
South Carolina.
Nowhere near.
California.
No.
Florida.
Killin, Texas.
That's what I said. I know
Shut
where.
up.
I know
Don't.
where Killin, Texas is. It's next to Lubbock, Texas.
Lukenbach?
Lubbock.
Lubbock?
There too.
I can't.
BBOCK. Lubbock. There's a lot of car auctions there. You don't know.
I don't know. Good for you. I'm
because
so glad you bring it up.
Reggie Jackson has car auctions there. Wow. Pristine. Fort Hood, Alaska.
The location of the Army's tank destroyer
The
training
what?
center.
Wait, time out. What destroyer?
I'm not falling for that. And don't think because you made me laugh, I'm not mad anymore.
I didn't hear you. What did you say? You're mad because I got the right answers?
I'm not falling for this joke. I'm not playing into it.
What joke?
You're welcome.
No. When you're yelling the answers at me, I shut down. I don't hear it. So what did you say?
Yeah, I believe it.
The what?
3 days after Watts'
The
birth
what?
in Killin, the family returned to West
Wow,
Virginia.
You just dissed the audience.
The couple's second child, a daughter named Sharon, was born a year later.
Sharon Lewis can't lose.
Watts' parents divorced when he was less than 2 years old, and his mother raised him as a single parent. In 1962, Watts' mother married a mechanic named Norman Caesar,
God.
with whom she had 2 daughters. The family moved to Inkster, Michigan.
Inkster. I know where that's at. Guess what street? Pinche Way. Where's my sign?
It's right there.
This is for my lost interest. Look. Ralph Machado. Pinche motherfucking way, bruh.
Watts disliked his new stepfather, however, which made it difficult for him to adapt to his new familial
Time out.
environment.
Time out. Karate Kid's in here.
Okay.
Ralph Machado.
Muchacho?
That's the Karate Kid. It is. That's Ralph Machado, boo.
Right.
It's a Karate Kid.
Watts
Karate
later
Kid.
claimed he often worried about losing
And
his mother's
Snowman.
attention.
I'm just telling you, okay? Go ahead. All right? Ralph Machado. Go. Put it back. Okay.
Watts, his
Up.
sister,
Oh.
and
What's
his mother
up?
frequently visited his maternal grandmother in Colwood.
Mm-hmm.
In the rural region near his grandmother's home, Watts learned to hunt and skin rabbits with his grandfather, an activity he enjoyed. Watts later adopted the nickname Coral, which was the southern pronunciation of his name, as a result of his passion for the Colwood and the relatives who lived there.
Lewis.
Watts reportedly had academic difficulties in Michigan, but yet managed to earn decent grades. When he was 8 years old, Watts and his sister contracted meningitis, which nearly killed him.
Oh my God.
He was brought
Him
to
and
the
his sister both got it?
He was brought to the Herman Kiefer
Because he ain't
Hospital
gonna answer me.
in Detroit for treatment and was kept apart from other
Bam.
patients and underwent spinal taps.
Oh my God, the band? They underwent spinal taps, the band? That's some fucking hardcore metal right there, boo, for the meningitis.
Journalists claimed that Watts' body temperature was so high that physicians
all right, I guess I
worried
can't.
it might have
I guess I
caused
just
brain
can't ask
damage.
questions tonight.
All right.
I was trying to fucking ask a question about his sister's meningitis. What?
Ask the question. I mean, did I read the answer?
Can't you, if his sister had the meningitis, isn't there like a cream for that? Is there?
Probably.
What's
Yeah.
Is it like you just get that little fat?
That's not what meningitis is.
Yes, it is.
No, it
for
isn't.
Women.
No,
Yeah.
it isn't.
For men, it's.
My second cousin's son had meningitis.
But he wasn't.
Okay?
He wasn't a female.
He's a boy.
Yeah, females. If they get the meningitis, you just get the Benadryl and it clears it up. 14 days later. That and amoxicillin.
Yeah, I'm glad some of your ex-girlfriends had that.
I'm telling you, boo.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe somebody in Canada had it. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they had a spinal tap to cattle.
Family members noticed a change in his personality following his illness, describing him as bashful. Oh, here comes a smile. Oh, here comes a smile.
I'm Carl Lewis.
Quiet and introverted. Watts' performance at school worsened, resulting in him being held back 1 grade. Watts also started having violent dreams about battling off and killing the wicked spirits of women, which interrupted his sleep cycle. When detectives later asked why he killed women, Watts responded he wanted to free their spirits because they had evil eyes.
Hey, he ain't lying. I mean, I know. I remember that fucking song that band wrote in the 80s. Evil Eyes. Remember that?
Hungry Eyes?
No, that was one of them. Evil Eyes. One look at you when she's there.
I cannot.
She had the
I can't do this
evil
tonight.
eyes. And then she turned it there. I know that song. Whatever. Not my fault. His sister got the meningitis. Wow. Everyone took one look at the cigars and lost it. To cow, Bo does.
By age 12,
By SOS. Women.
Watts began to dream about torturing and killing girls and young women. He began stalking girls as a teenager and is thought that he killed his first victim before the age of 15. On June 29, 1969, while delivering newspapers on his route, Watts knocked on the apartment door of 26-year-old Joan Gave. Watts savagely assaulted Gabe when she answered the door.
Gabe?
Gave.
That's her name.
Gave.
Wow.
G-A-V-E.
Who the fuck
Then
named their kid Gabe?
Her name is Joan.
Why did it say Gabe?
That's her last name, Joan Gabe.
Oh my God! If she married a dude with the name of Head and hyphenated,
yeah. How many people do you know with the last name of Head?
I mean, I don't. But what if Joan Maddyman is she hyphenated? What if she married a dude named Orel?
Yeah, you're not a typical.
She hyphenated. What if she met a dude named?
Watts savagely assaulted Gabe when she answered the door. then continued on his route as if nothing had happened. Gabe immediately contacted the authorities, who apprehended Watts at his home. He was ordered to undergo psychiatric treatment at the Lafayette Clinic in Detroit. During a psychiatric evaluation, when asked if his dreams disturbed him, Watts replied, "No, I feel better after I had one," and claimed they were not nightmares because he enjoyed them. He further elaborated that his motivation for assaulting Gabe was because he just felt like beating someone up.
Oh my God, I know that feeling.
I do too.
Oh my God. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
According to a psychiatric assessment, Watts was revealed to have had a mild intellectual disability with an intelligence quotient of 75 and to have delusional thought process and no evidence of psychosis.
Instigator. Boom.
However, a police officer interrogating Watts after his arrest later stated that he appeared to be very, very intelligent with an excellent memory. Watts's psychiatrist later reported that he was an impulsive individual who had a passive-aggressive orientation to life and who was struggling for control of strong homicidal impulses. He thought Watts posed a threat to society and hoped that the adolescent would benefit from outpatient therapy.
You're reading too fast. The chat said, "Homie is reading way too fast for this. So please slow down, Senorita." That's what they said, Bill. Ruth Haynes said, "Please slow down. He doesn't know why you're trying to fucking micro machine this and read this so fast." Okay? Para español, para español. Okay? Okay.
I'm not impressed.
Slow down.
Watts was discharged from the Lafayette Clinic on his 16th birthday and visited the facility 9 more times for outpatient care throughout the ensuing years.
My tongue is sticking to the roof of my mouth.
Oh,
Will you please hand me a drink?
Sure.
I am so
Just
fucking
take that.
I'm so fucking parched, okay? I fucking right now have cotton mouth. Sean has cotton mouth, but I have cotton mouth. Alright? I'm so thirsty.
How many is that for you? How many is that? I'm curious.
If you see me drink a beer, mind your business. 3.
During
4.
his time in various mental institutions, he was diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder. Watts graduated from high school in 1973 at the age of 19 and was given a football scholarship at Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee, despite his subpar grades and sporadic drug use after his release.
Thank you, dog. I'm parched.
Watts said that exercising allowed him to let out his suppressed rage. He was able to achieve stardom as a football player and even greater success in boxing, becoming a Golden Gloves fighter. After just 3 months, he was expelled from Lane College after being charged with stalking and assaulting women and receiving minor leg injuries.
Boo! Scott wants you to slow down, and he's concerned. Okay. They're reading so fast. I'm not even kidding. Look.
I'm concerned too.
Slow down, Liz. I'm concerned.
Well.
Okay. And you're reading so fast, Bull Dude can't even keep up because my hydration can't keep up. Okay? So slow down.
The fact that many people at Lane College thought Watts was a suspect in the violent killing of a female student, even though there was insufficient evidence to hold him accountable for the crime, was another factor in the dismissal.
Time out, Boo. Attack on Timmy's jumps in for the murder board ×2, Sean. Murder board ×2 on Timmy. It says, "How much is too much, Chris?" Took out. Therefore, that is the question and the answer. How much is too much, Chris?
Who said that?
Timmy. So now he's ×2 on the murder board.
No. Is he saying how much is too much, Chris?
Nope.
Or how much is too much, Chris?
Nope.
As in, like, too much, Chris?
Nope. He 100% fucking was making a statement and a fucking answer at the same time. Slow down, Liz.
No, Snowman. You know who that is.
Oh, yes. Slow down, Liz. Boom. Took out, Snowmans. Yes, that's what I'm saying, dog. She needs to slow down. She's reading so fast. She's like the micro machines. And at the same time, we're trying to get out the facts, okay? But at the same time, I was trying... And Scott.
That's not Scott.
Yeah, it is.
Is that Scott?
That's Scott,
like
boo.
Snowman Scott?
Boo. Who else would be Scott?
Well, I thought it might be Scott.
Nope. That's Scott Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I know.
That's regular Scott.
Scott,
boo.
Is that you?
That's Scott, boo.
I'm just asking.
Okay, they love my hat. They know that I handmade it while you were mad at me.
Wow. I must have been mad for a long time.
I'm telling you, okay? Only good things happen on 4th of July. We're covering Carl Lewis, a.k.a. Carl Eugene Watts, on this Super Thursday.
Watts briefly
Right?
resided in Houston, Texas, following his expulsion.
Yep.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
And then spent a year working as a mechanic for a Detroit wheel manufacturer. In 1974, when Watts enrolled in Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo.
How nice. You just said he worked for a tire manufacturer and then he rolled in. Come on now.
What?
You
Enrolled.
That's what I'm saying, boo. You just punned it up.
I didn't.
You said he worked for a tire manufacturer and he enrolled it up.
No.
Yep.
He enrolled in college.
Was it a good year? Oh my God. Stop trying to tread on me,
Kalamazoo,
okay?
A string of heinous assaults and attacks on women started to occur.
I hate the way you tread on me. Okay. Just put this on the skids. Because, Shondo, we gotta go take a quick break. I gotta go take the dog out. You hear that?
Yeah, well.
All right, 27 years later, the question's answered. I'm the one who let the dogs out.
Well, I don't want my friends to leave.
Your friends won't leave, boo. If you
don't leave, Snowman and Scott.
Okay, if you stop reading so fast, they won't leave. They'll actually watch the show while we go take a break.
Okay, fine.
It's just a quick break. The fat pig wants to know, is the dog we potted?
Yes.
I agree. It's a cow.
All right.
We'll be right back, guys. Just give us
no leaving, Snowman and Scott.
Yeah, don't mount.
Nerd.
Just give us
or Dupa or RBLQ.
3 minutes. Gonna go take dogs out.
Or Fat Pig.
And look at that, boo. Scott wanted to know if Carl Lewis was on Medicare. You can answer that.
He didn't ask that.
He did. When we come back, Medicare. Or Medicare. Yeah, Medicare. We'll be right back, guys. I gotta go take the dogs out. I want to go to bed. Me too. But we'll be right back, and then we'll wrap this shit up. How about that, guys?
We the hosts of a night fright show. Kristen, homie, bringing the flow. Homie late, man, never on time. Chris loves iguanas, scanty, non-serial killer stories. We obtain. George dropping and shot, all remain. We got the mic and we stage the thrill. Creeping stories, keeping them real. Serial tales, gotta be chill. Watch the drama, climb it uphill. Homie the Ooga, wild and free. Always distracted, lost in spree. Chris talking, laughing, peeking out. On iguana splashing without a doubt. Horror tales, yep, we narrate. Stay tuned through every update. We got the mic and we stage the thrill. Creeping stories, keeping them real. Serial tales, gotta be chill. Watching drama, climbing uphill. Shows making waves, horror scenes, the crowd craves. Homie trips, Chris misbehaves, but the thrills no one can deprave. We got the mic and we stage the thrill. Creeping stories, keep them real. Serial tales, diamond chill. Watch the drama, find it uphill. We got the mic and we stage the thrill. Creeping stories, keeping them real. Serial tales, gotta be chill. Watch the drama, find it uphill.
Superficial, superficial, oh yeah. a hoya? Can I get a hoya?
Geschrien, glaube jetzt da die nicht gehen. It's time to walk away, mind the trap to the minute to gain. Homie loves the jazz caps, hookers on her mind. Killing with the Abels, bodies hard to find. Chris taking smoke breaks on the low unwind. Serial killers lurking, but you know it's all a grind. She got that dirty edge, her fashion on attack. Loves the way she curves, crispy in the back. Iguanas watch it all, jungle in the track. Show's getting wild, never looking back.
Homie loves her jazz caps, rise real smooth. Boogers on her feet, yeah, that's her groove. Griffey taking smoke breaks, hitting the haze. Angry iguanas, clapping in a daze. Serial killers on the late night shows. Oni and Chris, that's how the story goes. Caps and smokes, living life, no face. Grabbing every moment, give and take.
You heard a friend, the blocking man. He kicks out people with just a hand. Hates avocados, ain't that grand. Blocking Buffalo got his brand. Laughing loud, living free. He's got the chat on lock, you see. Blocky friend. He blocks the hate, the #1 fan. BF Live, hear his plan. Blocky friend.
Darker than Gotham in the midst of the night. Cruise through the city, lurking out of sight. Abel's got the tools sharper than the knife. Lethal leapers taking lives, no disguise. Pull the caper smooth, leave no trails of creaks. Bodies hit the ground, nobody speaks. Hoods up, faces masked, shadows in the streets. Grim hunt, mission completed, no police. We killing with the Abels, murderers at large. Silent but the deadly, in the yard we charge. Ruthless and cold, hearts like a stone. Killings and art, maestro's tone. Scheming in the basement, plans on every page. Hidden and for hire, unleash the rage. Click, clack, silencers, corners of the stage. Finish them clean, exit the cage. Money on the table, contracts to burn. Once goals are completed, never return. Evidence erased, alibis firm. Eyes in the dark, targets confirmed. We killing with the Abels, murderers at large. Silent but the deadly, in the yard we charge. Ruthless and cold, hearts like a stone. Killings and art, maestro's tone.
We back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back from the Llama Times. As my dog went out and peed on the neighbor's cat. You missed it. He did. He pissed on the El Gato, boo. And guess what? In Espanol, you would say, "Pinche perro." Piss on that El Gato to cow. So, well, that was good, homie. You didn't kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Epic fail during the commercial breaks. Dooba knows. Ethel Lucy's so cute. Cow. Okay, so let's get back into it. Carl Lewis is out there on a murder rampage, and his sister got meningitis, but I cured it by recommending Vagisil for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because meningitis equals meningitis. So Carl and Ralph Macchios is here, and I told you, Bill, The Karate Kids is here. Everybody's here tonight. Okay,
Yes.
where did everybody go? Scott wants to know. Where'd they go?
You mean the chat?
Well, no, we're talking about the murderer, boo. Where'd they go? They're back. Scott, everybody went to take a piss. They went to get a drink, new smoke, whatever you do. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're back. So, okay, go ahead, boo. I'm ready.
Watts' first confirmed murders took place in 1974 by kidnapping his victims from their homes, torturing them, and then murdering them. He attacked in several different jurisdictions and even different states. Most of his victims were thin, white women, and he used methods as strangulation, stabbing, bludgeoning, and drowning.
Bam.
His victims ranged from the ages of 14 to 44.
Sick
He
and
murdered
tired.
dozens of women between 1974 and 1982, and despite the scale of his killings, he was not discovered for almost 8 years.
In case you didn't notice, boo, Sickatao is Tikal backwards, but it's in Pig Latin, so it's called Sickatao, okay?
You drank my drink.
I did not. You gave me your drink.
I was not this close to the end.
I did not drink the rose glass, okay? I did not get into the Golden Girls.
And this is gone.
That's not me, boo. That's you, okay? Right there's yours. It's in the box. I'm serious. I did not drink this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm going to show you. It's the 3rd of July. Close your eyes. Okay, watch this. You ever heard of David Blaine? Boom. Magic.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Watts murdered dozens of women between 1974 and 1982, and despite of his killings, he was not discovered for almost 8 years. Even with the advent of DNA testing, it was nearly impossible to connect them because he very rarely performed sexual acts on his victims.
Oh my God.
His crimes were not thought to be sexually motivated.
Dan Collins knows. Well, if they're not sexually motivated, then what are they? Okay? Nobody kills for fun. Nobody. I'm serious. Okay? So typically, guys like Shondo will go out and fucking kill. It's not for fun. It's for like some Wu-Tang Clan. All right? Wu-Tang. It's not me, boo. It's a fucking group. It's a group, boo. It's a fucking group. They're out of Staten Island. There's a lot of them, okay? There's the ODB, there's the Reza, the Jezza, the Ghostface Killer, the Inspector Dex, the Method Mans. I'm trying to think. The Raekwons, the chefs.
On September 6,
they're
1972,
Wu-Tang
the
Clan.
body of Zenaida Thomas, age 20, was
That is
discovered
true,
in a
Dan.
field in Taylor, Michigan, adjacent to the North Line
Taylor,
Road.
Michigan. Do you know what happens in Taylor?
No.
Nothing good. Go ahead. I'm simply stating facts, boo. Dropping knowledge. I know Michigan, okay? Be on that.
She had suffered 45 stab wounds.
Mhm.
Over the years, rumors have circulated that Tomez's death may have been caused by Watts, who was president in the area at the
What
time.
the fuck? No, what caused her death was 45 stab wounds, okay? What happened? What'd you do? What did you do?
I tried.
You tried to crack your finger and just broke it? Are you okay? Let me see it. Don't crack your finger, boo. Are you okay? You just killed your finger like Carl Lewis. What are you doing? Why did you do
Just
that?
go ahead, read that.
What am I supposed to read? Hold on, while you recover.
Oh my gosh.
What am I supposed to read? Are you okay?
Yes.
Did you break it?
I don't know. It's just, oh my gosh, that hurts.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you break your finger? Huh? No.
Just read, please.
Okay, what am I supposed to read? From where? From where? From where?
Right there.
Okay. Are you okay? Son, bring me back, dog.
Gosh.
Get some ice, homie. Homie hugs. Took out. So on September 6, 1972, Zelda, age 20, was discovered in the Nintendo world in Taylor, Michigan, and adjacent to the North Line Road and the Lane Close. She had suffered 45 stab wounds. Over the over the years, rumors. I need those glasses. That wasn't caused by Watts. Okay, it was the 45 stab wounds. All right, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Guess what happened, Boo?
I don't know.
Marissa Tomei was taken from Detroit and murdered somewhere else. And then, contradictory to what's Watts would known, it was Amanda Saparatus. Okay, I can't read with these on. It was her. It was Watts's modus operandus. Okay, and then Watts also had been involved in the disappearance of 16-year-olds Nadine Odell, and when he disappeared her on August 16, 1974, Odell was last seen walking on John Daly Street. You know who John Daly is? It's the coach of the motherfucking Pistons, Boo. The bad boys. All right? They repeat it. You don't even know, Boo. John Daly was a bad motherfucker, okay? He coached Dennis Rodman. Anybody that coaches Dennis Rodman in the microwave and the fucking worm and fucking Isaiah Thomas, that's a bad motherfucker. He had his own street in fucking Inkster, Michigan. Okay? I will take you there someday.
Yeah,
Homie,
sure.
will you do it? Will you live? Chris, your reading skills is good. Thanks, dog. You're right, Scott. I do need my glasses. Can you get my glasses?
Their reading glasses are the same as these.
They're not the same as
They're
these.
the exact same prescription, except
Oh
they're black.
my god. They're not the same as these. They're even better, and they're men's glasses. These are women's glasses. But I'll still wear them, okay? And now, when I have women's reading glasses on, I'll read like this. However, Thomas was taken from Detroit or somewhere else is contradictory. And when he was in his disappearances, I don't like this, Boo. I need my men's glasses. Here. I need my glasses. Okay, here we go. Odell disappeared on August 16, 1974. And then Odell was last seen walking down John Daly Street. Boom. Till the worm got in her face. And she was on her way to babysit at her boyfriend's house. And her body was never found. No one witnessed this presumed abduction. How the fuck can they pin it on him if she disappeared and the body wasn't found? Nobody can even decide, Boo. That's the fucked up shit. Okay, this is the type of shit that goes down in the D. All right. At 10:45 on October 24th, 1974, Watts knocked on the apartment door of a 23-year-old Lenore Kanucky and said, Charles. He called for Charles, which was her name of her siblings. And when she unlocked the door, clickety clack, she pulled back the chain. And when she responded in a negative way, she asked, Do you like the note? And he undid the chain and went back to get more paper. And then Watts attacked Kanicki, and he choked her unconscious. The police later said Kanickides but she was unable to find her attacker. The police sent her out to find her own attacker, Boo. That's what happens in Detroit. All right, when you're on Inkster and you're on fucking Big Beaver Road, they tell you if you get attacked, you go find the attacker and call us back. That's what 911 says. I'm serious, Bill. That's what happens. That's why I moved. And then after that, Gloria Steele, 20-year-old student at Western Michigan University, go Broncos, was tortured and killed by Watts. In 1974, she suffered a crushed windpipe and 3 stab wounds to her chest. There was no witnesses other than Diane Williams. In Diane Williams' apartment was the apartment manager. She saw a black man, typical, searching for Charles, strolling throughout the complex when Watson Williams grabbed her and pushed her through the door open, and then he dragged her into her own apartment and said, "I don't like your decor, bitch." And then they started fighting, and she knocked it off the hook. And when she dialed 911, and she started yelling, "Help! Help!" And she spotted her attacker. And then they went into the Pontiac Silverdome, and he fled after that because he seen Barry motherfucking Sanders at his high point. And police assembled the lineup. You don't even know. Rodney Pete and Barry Sanders took out. And then the police lineup had Williams and somebody just joined the murder part, boo. Williams and Connecticut recognized Watts, who was just there and apprehended steel plywood from Western Michigan University. But then Connecticut and Williams and Watkins took custody and charged the assault of battery. Oh my God, boo.
Mhm.
What is that? What is that?
Dupa says, I
What-
have to go. Have a great 4th, everyone. Love you, homie and Chris. Homie, sorry we take it too far sometimes. We're a bunch of idiots. No, you're not, Dupa. You're not a bunch of idiots. Happy 4th.
Dupa put that in her thing. So thank you for your YouTube chant, Dupa. We love you. Takao.
Yes, happy
And
4th,
happy
Dupa.
4th. Please be safe. You did not go too far. Homie was just mad because she broke her finger tonight live on the air. That's
No.
fucking unreal. Med
No.
Express won't even look at that.
No.
Yup. What is that? I think Med Express would look at that, boo, and just say, "Oh, it's a hangnail," because Med Express fucking sucks. Okay, so can I finish reading?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna finish reading. Bye, Dippa. Have a good 4th of July. After being diagnosed with antibacterial personality disorder, wow, that's fucked up, and attempting suicides with a lengthy long cord in the Kalamazoo Mental Hospital, Watts was moved to the Center for Forensic Psychiatry in Michigan. And when he was questioned about the steel killing in 1975, he acknowledged that he was nearby that day, but didn't murder him, but instead they had not killed Steele, despite having admitted attacking around 15 other young women that day. He was a busy beaver. When Detroit police executed a search warrant for Watts' residence, they discovered wooden carvings, tools, and evidence connecting him to the steel. Watts entered a no contest plea because at that point they had so much evidence that he said, "It's no contest. You guys got enough stuff." And then they set up a trial for his assault and batteries on Connecticut. And are you okay? What are you doing? I don't even understand. I don't even understand at this point. I took off my glasses so now I can see. What are you doing? Why do you keep cracking that?
I'm not cracking it.
You just cracked it again.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I can't crack it.
You boo. Was that a pity crack?
No,
Are
I
you
didn't
sure?
crack it. No, I didn't crack
First
it.
time you cracked it, you broke it. Now I think you did a pity crack.
No.
Not a diddy crack, a pity crack.
No, that's not how
You
it
sure?
happened. Yes.
Because I just heard it crack a lot.
No, you did not.
Okay, well, when you did the pity crack, I heard you go, ooh. Was it a pity crack?
No.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get through this, okay?
Yeah.
Kaniki and Williams was sentenced to years in county jail. Analyzed psychologists classified him as extremely hazardous material. Lacking remorse for his crimes, his impetuous, careless, and emotionally distant careers was most likely from recidivism. What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then Watts returned to Inkster after being released from prison in 1976 with his mother's stepfather. In 1979, he met Dolores Howard, which is a childhood friend, and resulting in the birth of Nikisha Watts. Ow. Fuck. Named her Nikisha Watts, NWW. If they wouldn't named her NWA, she'd be pretty fucking popular, let me tell you. Okay, Nikisha Watts was born, and Howard soon split. Well, surprise! Howard soon split as soon as Nikisha Watts was born. I mean, really, though. He was like, "Hey, I'm going to get some cigarettes and milk. Be right back." After he impregnated Dolores Howard, his childhood friend, he had Nikisha Watts, and then Howard was soon split. And then he went to the Goodwill not long after that. And then he went to the Goodwill, and there he shortly married her, oddly. And then Watts kept moving furniture around, using knives to chop up houseplants, burning candles, milking them, and then putting them on the table in the dumpster and the flowers. Then they had, oh my God, it was right at the good part when you picked it up. They had sex, and he had an intimate encounter where he would disappear her for several hours at a time. The union only lasted 6 months.
Imagine that.
To fucking cow.
This is a really long.
Oh, that was Detroit Love, okay? So skip down to the bottom so that way we can get down to the end of this and finish it. Okay, go. Did he do it or did he first? Lotion up. We're getting ready. Drunkenism.
5 women were attacked and killed in the Detroit region over the course of a year by a perpetrator who was dubbed by Ann Arbor newspapers as the Sunday morning slasher, since all of the attacks took place on Sunday mornings at 4 a.m. On October 31st, 1979, Jean Klein, a 44-year-old reporter for Detroit News, walked home after a doctor's appointment and was attacked.
Time out. Who was the reporter in Detroit?
Jean Klein.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was going to be like fucking Mark Cram or fucking Bill Bonds, like one of the fucking legendary fucking reporters. But no, it's Jean Klein, right?
She was approached in broad daylight next to her Grosse Pointe Farms home and stabbed 11 times, resulting in her death.
Damn!
Insufficient evidence was discovered by police to identify a suspect. Detectives initially suspected Klein's husband, but once Watts admitted to her murder, they ruled him out.
And they paid him out, too.
Shirley Small, a 17-year-old high school student from Ann Arbor, was fatally stabbed twice in the heart outside her home.
You're killing me, Smalls.
On April 20th, 1980. Bam. Linda Richmond, age 26, was the victim of a comparable...
Hold on, boo. You were reading these victims' names so fast.
I'm trying to hurry up.
I know,
because we've been on here for 4 hours.
So what? They deserve a little respect, okay?
I'm reading it.
You literally skipped over. You're killing me, Smalls.
I didn't skip over anything.
No, yeah, you read it so fast that, like, my fucking Sandlot reference did not get a chance to hit. All right.
Linda Richmond, age 26, was the victim of a comparable assault on July 13th, 1980, in front of her summer residence in the Ann Arbor region. A diner manager, Richmond sustained 28 knife wounds to her chest. At both crime scenes, insufficient evidence was yielded. However, both murders displayed characteristics of Watts' crimes.
See you at the crossroads.
Graduate student Rebecca Huff, age 30, was found dead in front of her house on September 14, 1980. She had suffered about 50 stab wounds.
Damn.
Her case was the first homicide that could directly be attributed to Watts.
That right there is some Monica shit, boo. Don't take it personal. All right.
On July 31st, 1980, 28-year-old Lily Marlene Dunn was last seen around 3 a.m. on Agnes Street.
Stick a fork in her. She's done.
She had left her house at 6:30 p.m. to go bowling, after which she proceeded to a bar on Ford Road in Dearborn.
Oh my God, I've been there.
Good.
I'm just saying, boo,
when
it's
Dunn
a road.
returned home at around 2:30 in the morning, an assailant attacked her after she had parked her car in her garage.
Right.
She was thrown into a light-colored vehicle, kicking and screaming. Authorities believe Dunn could have been a victim of Watts. It is also believed that Watts was behind the 1979 murder of Malik Mimi Haddad, age 34, whose headless body was found in Allen Park. Isn't that where my... No.
No.
Where's
he lives in Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Allen Park, boo.
Her case is still open, and her head was never found. Ugh.
Oh my God.
That's sad.
Yeah. Why is her case open?
It's just sad because her poor parents look at her pictures and think,
eyes without a face.
That's not nice.
I didn't write that.
How would you like that?
Did I write that song? Did I write that motherfucking song? Who wrote that song?
Billy Idol?
Exactly.
Is
So
that
it's
who it is? Or is
yes,
it-
it's his fucking fault, not my fault. Okay, I didn't write Eyes Without a Face. I didn't write Body Without a Head.
I'm almost done.
Okay, but I'm just saying I didn't write that shit, so don't take it out on me.
On October 6, 1980, a 20-year-old woman named Dalpy
Dappy.
survived a vicious stabbing attack. She ended up with partially paralyzed muscles, could hardly eat or move her head, and her arms barely moved over her head due to deep slashes
Apnea.
sustained to her face, one of which ruptured her jugular vein.
Damn, I was kind of hoping that she died from sleep apnea.
On November 1st, Agnes,
Like,
a 30-year-old
how
woman.
fucked up would that be? Somebody had sleep apnea, and they had that fucking breathing machine, and a serial killer came in and simply stepped on the tube while the machine was going. That'd be fucked up, boo. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be fucked up? I think so. If you had sleep apnea, make sure you put your tubes up off the floor so serial killers can't just am on the tube, cut your fucking oxygen off while you're sleeping. All right? Okay, go ahead. Wow. 4th of July.
A 30-year-old woman spotted a black man wearing a hooded sweatshirt as she was making her way home from a Halloween party. He bent down to tie his shoe. As soon as she pulled out her keys, he then immediately followed her. Agnes ran to her front door while screaming at the top of her lungs. The attacker was startled by her response, so he turned and fled the other way. Agnes identified Watts from a lineup of photos, but she was not sure because the outside area was dimly lit at the time of her attack.
Bam! So did he get her?
I don't know. I guess not.
Hate cliffhangers.
Canadian authorities believe Watts crossed the border.
Time out. This RBOQ's territory, boo.
Into Windsor, Ontario.
Oh, I've been there. Guess what? There's a casino there. It's like right across the bridge, boo. It's the Windsor Casino. Yeah, you can see it from Tiger Stadium. Honestly.
Okay.
You just go across the fucking Ambassador Bridge. Right there. Boom. Windsor, Canada. Windsor, Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm for real.
I believe you.
I didn't draw the map. Okay. Slow down when you're reading about that.
I'm trying to get through this.
Get through it, boo. Go. I'm just trying to give people directions like I was motherfucking Waze, all right? All right.
Canadian authorities believe Watts crossed the border into Windsor, Ontario in October 1980.
Right across the bridge.
Assaulting 20-year-old Sandra Dalpy
Uh-oh.
outside her apartment, leaving her near death with multiple wounds to the face and throat.
Trying to get that Canadian bacon. I'm just saying, boo. Not me. Watts.
By that time, Watts had fallen under scrutiny from Michigan.
Smile, Liz.
I'm trying.
That's
it's
from
really
Snowman.
Hard. It's really hard.
What is so fucking hard about smiling, boo?
Do I need to tell you?
I mean, for real. You're reading about all this fucking great fucking travel stuff, and you can't even fucking smile for the show. And we're on the verge of the 4th of July. Okay? So, whatever. Go ahead.
By that time, Watts had fallen under scrutiny from Michigan homicide investigators. A task force was organized in July 1980 to probe the Sunday slashings, and Watts was placed under sporadic surveillance. A November court order permitted officers to plant a homing device in his car.
Whoa, a homing device? Yeah.
On November 15th, in the early morning, 2 police officers on patrol in the vicinity of Main Street in Ann Arbor saw a suspicious man in a car following a woman who was
Main Street,
walking
Ann
home.
Arbor?
Let me guess, you've been there?
I've been there because there's a comedy club, number 1, but not only that, but guess what's located on the corner of fucking Main Street, Ann Arbor? Urban fucking Outfitters, boo. Yeah, Urban Outfitters. They had all the fucking latest fashions in the fucking 90s. So I'm very surprised that fucking Carl Watts was hanging out by Urban Outfitters right there on the corner of fucking Main Street in fucking Division. All right, go ahead. And Scott said smile as well.
Okay.
All right. Andy's back.
From where?
I don't know where we went, okay? Urban Outfitters, boot to cow.
On November 15th in the early morning, 2 police officers on patrol in the vicinity of Main Street in Ann Arbor saw a suspicious man in a car following a woman who was walking home. She attempted to hide in a doorway after realizing she was being followed in the hopes that her stalker would lose her.
Time out. Did you say the cops noticed this guy following a woman?
Yeah.
Okay, so how says that she didn't think that the cops were suspicious in following her? It's kind of a fucking crazy chain reaction right there. He's following her, they're following him. It's a little creepy. All right? The streets ain't that big in Ann Arbor. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
She attempted to hide in a doorway after realizing she was being followed in the hopes that her stalker would lose her.
Mhm.
Watts was detained by police after they pulled him over for having outdated license plates and a suspended license. Upon examining his car, police discovered a package containing wood filing equipment and a few screwdrivers. Their most important discovery, however, was a dictionary belonging to Huff, which had the phrase "Rebecca is a lover" carved into the cover.
Ah,
It was insufficient proof, though,
to
to hold
it.
him responsible for her
Sick it
murder.
down.
Watts relocated to Columbus, Texas in the spring of 1981,
Oh
where
my
he worked
God.
for an oil firm. He spent his weekend nights traveling more than 70 miles to his next hunting ground in the Houston region.
Uh-oh. And that's it?
Well, there's his arrest and discovery and his
Oh
trial
my
and
God.
death.
This has been a very long fucking murderer. Okay, no wonder he's got 100 murders, boo. First of all, he's up there hunting in fucking Michigan. He was over on Inkster. And he's fucking in Dearborn. Now he's over here, okay? Then he's in fucking downtown Ann Arbor, hanging out by fucking Urban Outfitters, latest fashions in the 90s. They had all the Big Johnson t-shirts. And the Jenga jeans. Remember that shit?
Jenga jeans?
Yeah.
Uh,
Like those motherfucking jeans that had like fucking wide bottoms
Yeah.
and shit. And you could put like a fucking chain wallet on it and kind of look cool.
yeah.
That's what he was doing. He was down there. And then
I didn't wear those. I know what you're talking about.
I didn't wear them either, but he was down there fucking hunting people and shit. Right there where they were trying to fucking get those jeans. It's kind of fucked up. Very busy corner. So I'm saying. Then all of a sudden he goes to Texas. This dude's sick.
Mm.
He's fucking sick, boo. But he's not the only one that's
Oh,
sick.
boy. Oh.
That's a lot of shit.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, so why don't we get into this? Guys,
Yeah.
it's almost fucking 1 o'clock in the fucking Eastern PMs, all right? We want you guys to have a fucking great 4th of July. No doubt. Don't blow your fingers off.
Yes.
Blow off somebody else's fingers.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Don't hurt yourself. Hurt someone else on 4th of July,
Mhm.
right? Want you guys to have a safe, happy 3-day weekend to Cal
Yes.
and just have a good time. That's all I'm saying. We'll be back here on Thursday. Then we'll be back on Saturday. But before we get to Saturday, we'll be back here on Thursday. Happy 4th of July,
Wait.
guys. What?
What did you just say? Before we're back here on Saturday, we'll be back here on Thursday?
Yeah.
That's backwards.
No.
We'll be back Saturday before Thursday. Today's Thursday.
All right. You're throwing puzzles at me, boo.
We're going to be here Saturday.
We'll be here Saturday, guys. The day after the 4th of July's.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here on the 7-5s. How about that?
Yeah.
You can to count on that. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We love you guys.
Yeah. Hey, give me a 4th of July dessert idea.
What?
I want people to give me a 4th of July dessert idea. I'm trying to decide.
I'll give you a 4th of July dessert idea.
Okay, what?
Cream pie.
Oatmeal?
To Kyle, you can call it what you want, girl. I don't care. Don't stop and get it,
No,
girl.
I'm serious.
I will.
I'm trying to rack my brain and find something dessert.
How
Ouch.
about a bomb pop?
You can't make those. You have to buy those. I'll buy them.
It's a fucking 4th of July. How about chili?
No,
What?
a dessert.
It says goodnight chili.
Yeah, Snowman's gonna say something Oreo. I know him.
Okay. How about 4th of July? Snowman said Wi-Fi.
Oh, Willis Pie.
Yeah. And
That's right. That's good.
Scott said, oh, you read that, boo. Reggie Biff.
Jer loves Roy G. Biv.
I know what that is.
I do too.
Oh, shit. Don't stop. Get it, Jer.
Mm-hmm. I know what it is.
Transformers. More than meets the apple pie. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. There you go, boo.
I thought about an
Apple pie. Yeah.
I thought about apple pie.
Yeah.
I'm thinking something red, white, and blue. But then I'm also thinking something
Chocolate dip Costco hot dogs.
I've made a lot of cheesecakes lately, so I'm trying to think of something chocolate, but also red, white, and blue. But I don't know if I'll be able to find the red, white, and blue M&Ms.
Chocolate dip Costco hot dogs, boo.
I think I really want. I don't know. I want a burger, a hot dog tomorrow.
Well, you got in 24 hours, okay? So, boom.
Both.
Take out, guys. We love you guys.
Night.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good, safe, happy 4th of July. Take out. Adios.
Happy 4th of July.
Adios.